character data type. Okay, for storing the numbers student ID, then we can consider the numeric data type.
నిన్న టెస్టింగ్ గురించి చెప్పినాను రికార్డ్ చేయలేవు నీ నాది అది స్టార్ట్ అవుతుందేమో బేసిక్ అది ఇంపార్టెంట్
For storing the date,
జాబ్ దొరికితే
join date. I want to store, then we can consider the date data type. So we have mainly 4 types of data types available. One is character, data type, or boolean.
ఏందిరా వెంకటేష్
Can you please go on mute if anybody?
డేటా టైప్స్ చెప్తారు
Okay, first one is numeric data type. Okay, we can store the numbers. So integers we can store, and decimal values also we can store. So we have small int data type, numeric data type. So where we can store the numbers within this range minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. Okay, so the storage size is 2 bytes. Okay, for integer 4 bytes. So this is the range. Big int. So this is also number data type. Decimal. So by using decimal data type, we can store the numbers as well as decimal points. Okay. For the numeric also, we can store the numbers as well as decimal values. Okay, these are the numeric data types. So coming to character data type. So we have mainly 3 character data types. First one is character varying or varchar. So we can give the length of the string here, character varying of n. So what is the length of the string we can provide? If I want to store the 10 characters, then I can give 10 here, character varying of 10 or varchar of 10. So both are same. So this is variable length with the limit. So variable length data type means, so if I give the character varying of 30 characters, then if I store the data as 10 characters only, then 20 characters can be not utilized. Okay, so the data size can be take only 10 characters. So for the character data type, character of 30 I have given. Okay, so this is the fixed length blank padded. That means when we store the 10 characters, then for the 20 characters, so it will add the blank characters only. So the storage can be wasted, the memory size can be wasted in the character data type. Okay, if you know the exact number of characters you want to store, suppose for example you want to store only 3 characters, then we can give character of 3. Okay, exact number of characters. So for that requirement we can consider the character or char data type. Okay, so next one, text. So the text we can store n number of characters we can store. The next one is date or time data type. So in this data type we can store the date as well as time. So these are, so timestamp without time zone. So that means we can store the time without time zone. Okay, excluding the time zone, we can store the only timestamp. So this is including the time zone. It will store the time zone as well. So for the date data type, we can store the date only. Okay. So these many data types available for the date or time data type. Okay. Next one, Boolean data type. So for the boolean we have true and false. So both values can be stored. Next one, what is precision and what is scale? So when we specify the numeric data type, numeric of precision comma scale, okay, so we can provide the length of the numeric data type. What is the length? So precision I can provide 7, okay, scale I can provide 3. So that means the data can be stored 7 digits. So precision means the digits, all the digits before the decimal point and also after the decimal point. For example, we have 1234.567. Okay, in this example we have 7 digits, and we can specify numeric of 7 comma 3. Okay, we can store till 7 digits only. The scale means whatever the digits available after the decimal point. So we have 3 digits, right? 567. Okay, any questions till now? So if you have any questions, you can ask in the chat window, or you can unmute and you can ask. Okay. Okay, within the database we have the tables, right? So how we can create the tables? Okay, suppose for example we have students table. So I want to create the students table. Okay, for that, so we need to give the create command. Okay, create table name. So by using create command, we can create the table. Okay, the syntax is create table name, and within the parenthesis. Okay, so we need to give the columns and data types. So this is the column name, student id, data type is integer comma, second column student name, varchar of 100. So this is the length of the character. Okay, comma, next one is branch, varchar of 50. Okay, 3 columns I have taken. Okay, so let me execute this command. Okay, create table. So if it is already available, then it will not create again. If there is execute, right, execute button. So if you click on this, or shortcut is F5. Okay, it is saying that students table already exists. Then what we can do? So we can drop the existing table. Okay, drop table name. So the table can be removed from the database. Okay. Query returned successfully. Okay, drop table. That means drop table command has been executed. Okay. If I execute this command, create table. So create table command has been executed. That means table has been created. So how we can check the table? So whether the table is available or not. So we can write the select command, select star from table name. So that means we are selecting the data from the table. Okay, the table has been created with the student ID, student name, and branch. Three columns available, but there is no data. Okay, you can see the data types as well. Integer, character varying of 100, character varying of 50. Okay, while we are creating the table, we have given the varchar, right? So here it is considering the character varying. So both are same. Now we can insert the data into this table. Okay, so we have insert command, insert into table name values of, so we can give the values student id. Okay, these are the values: student id, student name, branch. So we can provide these values and we can insert the data into table.
రికార్డ్ చేయలేదు స్కేల్ దానికి పోతాను.
If I write this command here, insert into which table? Students table. Okay, so here we are not providing any columns. Okay, I want to insert the all the columns data. Values. So here we can insert the data: student id, student name, student name. So for the character varying or varchar, within the single quotations, so we can insert the characters. Okay, for the integer we can directly give the value. Okay, so branch. We can execute this command. So one record has been inserted. So how we can check? Select command. So we can use to check the data. Right? One record is inserted. Okay, if I want to insert for the two columns only, student ID and student name. So for that, so we have to specify the columns as well. Students table. So here we can provide the column names: student ID, comma, student name. Okay. So in these two columns only the data can be stored. Okay. Let us query this table. The two record has been inserted. So for this record 102 student, so there is no branch because we have inserted for these two columns only. Okay. If we want to insert for specific columns, then we have to specify the columns. So otherwise we can ignore the columns here and we have to give all the values here, whatever the columns available. Okay. Any questions?